Hello. Today I'm going to be doing a sort of semi-build tutorial where I'm going to build a medieval style house. Um, there's not much else to it. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time explaining to you what I do, how I build, hopefully helping you guys improve too. Um, Giving tips and tricks along the way. So I think we can get started. So the first thing I usually do while building is I line out 6 different blocks, preferably, concrete, different colors just to differentiate. I lay out these 6 different blocks so I can choose my palette. Now, to anyone who doesn't know what a color palette for Minecraft would be, it's a different selection of blocks that you're going to use to build. So if I'm going to make something with oak, something with cobble, where's cobble? There it is, and I don't know, something with deep slate, sure. This is my color palette. Now, the ones I use are more gradient based, so I would choose something like diorite, polished diorite, and then a few different white blocks, white concrete, wool, white concrete powder, and then I would line those up in ascending order from darkest to lightest to make it look more natural. The weathering from the bottom would be going up to the top where it's a little bit, you know, less eroded. For this particular build, I'm thinking I'm gonna try and improve upon the existing structure of this one. So I'm gonna take this one's concept, the idea of it, and hopefully expand upon it, make it much better. So let me grab those blocks over here. That's all I'll take for now. And we'll put those with the green, let's say. It's important to, well, at least for me, it's important to differentiate these different blocks and put them in different labeled groups. So let's grab a sign for no particular reason. And let's say this is gradient part 1, gradient part 2, and gradient part 3. I have now divided up my gradient into 3 distinct sections, so I can plan it out where it's a grass block, where it goes from darker to lighter colors. That's the whole basic idea behind my sort of strategy to this. Now, let's say we want to have some other blocks. Like, for example, we have this, which I've obviously put in the wrong section. So I'm put this here, darkest to lightest. I'm going to split this up between these 3. So we take that and do that. Let's see if there's any other white blocks I could use. Ah, of course. And if you want, you can reference it by putting the rest of it over here. There. So we have our distinct pieces of the color palette. So we can layer it. Here are the darker sections. Here are the lighter sections, so on and so forth. You get the gist. Let's say I want to have something else like wood. So I'll have my wood set over here. I might go with how would the mangrove look? Mangrove does look pretty good. But let's say I want to go with the mangrove, but I don't like the red. In that matter, I would take something like, let's say, I'm going to go with the dark oak. And I'd use dark oak with it, because that's pretty matching. Does spruce work better? Nah. Yeah, let's say I want to use these two different types of blocks. For the wood palette, I just grab any blocks I suspect I might need. So I grab all the planks, I grab all the fence, I grab trapdoors, etc. And I line those up. So take that, those stairs back. There, that's my wood set. Now, for any other type of block I might want to use, so let's say I want to use cobblestone, because I do. Let's choose a few different types of blocks. Let's say stone, some stone bricks, cobblestone, maybe andesite. That would look pretty good. Let me line those up, see what works. There, that is a good palette from darkest to lightest. Now, for some like the cobblestone, it's pretty light, but the in between cracks makes it look much darker from afar. So having them a darker end would work much better. And then for the purple, typically I use the purple block with glass. So I'll take a different types of glass blocks. I'll just replace the purple with purple stained glass. And I'll grab, let's say I want tinted glass or normal glass. I'll just put those over here in case I want those. That's my whole setup. That's setup for the color gradients I have. This is my entire block palette right here. And for the next maybe, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes, I'm going to be building out the plan for the build. Because you never want to start with just the build. Making just the build, typically, in my case, has led to some so-so builds. Uh, so, you're going to take all this, take all your colors, put them up in your inventory, and let's say, well, let's get a shape for it. What kind of shape do I want? Let's say with a layer, well, the foundation. We want to have a straight wall here. We want the entrance to be on the side. So entrance over here. Entrance is going to be in that way. I'm going to have this come around in I want to make a circle. I'm going to make a sort of half circle. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. Then we're going to have a hard, sharp corner. Let's change that. We'll make it a flat wall instead of a curved one over there. So now we have this. Move it on this way. And then, this is why we plan. I realize I want to make this a little bit shorter. So I'm going to take this, and move it like this, and I can just take out all this. No need to replace any blocks or anything. Let's see that this is the shape I want. This is the size I want. I can come back over here, fill this up, finish this off. I'm going to make it like this. And cut it off. Like this. Too long. Made that one too long. I'm going to take this and just do that. I'll make it flat. So, we have our little layout. Could be good, could be bad. We'll see how it goes. Let's see, what else we want to add? We can add anything. So, if you want to add something else, you can. I'll add a little back area. Why not? I'll add a little back porch. I'll end it halfway for that. We have our little entrance room over here. Like that long. This can be, let's make this open area. So I'll say open area, have 3 block corridor. This could work. Move that there. We have a little patio, which I'll have an entrance to right here. This can be one big room, or it could be many. Who knows? Let's see how I want to go. Take this off. We'll have. We could add a little bathroom over here, or a closet or something. And make this piece the entranceway. Or I could just make this open. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe this is the kitchen. How that's not a bathroom. This is the kitchen now. See, easy to change our minds. Kitchen, boom. So now that we've got ourselves a kitchen, we can have let's make a small little bedroom. Sure, why not? Not much purpose to this place. Why not give it some? What do we want to put in here? What's a round room? I can make an office out of this. Have a desk here or something. Yeah. If I'm gonna make an office, I'll have this. There we go. I have to even on both sides. Works. Cool. Okay. So chop this off. Take this. Have an entrance. Oh, perfect. 2 doors. I didn't even plan that. That was just a happy little accident. Have that. Entrance. Boom. Open area. We'll have a dining table here or something. Goes in office. Small little office. I'll decorate living room. Ooh, we need a staircase. Let's make a staircase somewhere. Why not over here? Let's say this is our little dedicated staircase. So that's gonna go up. I'll mark that with white concrete. So this is gonna go up. That's our staircase. This is our little floor plan. Big living room. I'll have at least one bathroom. Maybe we can have a little game room off there. Hmm. Yeah, that looks good. We can have like a little pool table or something, sports room. Main area up here. Cool, cool. Yeah, that all works. That looks like it works. All right. So next, we're gonna want to fill in the rest of the blocks we have. So we have a long list of blocks over here, right? This is just our foundation. It's gonna be raised, or what I want, I'm gonna have it raised just a little bit so it looks a little bit nice. So we're gonna replace some of the corner pieces with this green block representing our wood type. You can do that really at any point that it kind of makes sense. So you'd want those at corners, obviously. For the rounded ones, you're gonna want to put them at the middlemost point, or yeah, you get the gist. Like that. You'd want to do something like that, and then just continue them up until you have a satisfactory level for your little foundation. Okay, so now that we've got our foundation, I think we're gonna put in some of these guys next. So I'm gonna raise the exterior little walls by 1. This is going to be where the foundation is. So all the way around the edge is going to be how long the foundation goes. Let's just put this in. Boom. Okay. So now that we have the foundation, we can add in some of the other colors. So let's decide how tall we want this to be. And do I want to separate that? Would that look good? Let's see. I'll just grab a few example blocks. you should test like this whenever you're building too. So just to see if you're getting the kind of sort of, yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? Let's go with that. So next part is deciding how tall we want the floors to be. I'm gonna have floors separated by a layer of wood. So for the first floor, it's gonna be the foundation. I might add in a little basement area if I want to. Okay, with this, we can now add the next layer. So we want to decide how tall we want this stuff to be. So for a normal living space, you don't want it to be 2 blocks tall because that's too cramped. But if you're in like main hall, you want it to be pretty grand. So maybe we could go with a total house interior size of 4 blocks. That could work. Maybe 3.5 if we add a slab. Yeah, that would work. Cool. So with our new sort of set goal, we can raise up these pillars that we've placed earlier to the designated height for the first floor. Let's just start with the first floor for now. We can move on to the next one in a bit. Okay, so we have our 3 blocks for our first floor. The fourth one will be the Rim area, so we're going to do that last. Um, Considering we only have 2 different blocks for each of the different colors, and I don't want to have 3 floors, I'm going to go with having a transition here. So it transitions from red into orange, and then on the next floor we'll have it transition from orange into yellow, like that. Okay, so now we have the outline laid out, and you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, this looks way more neon than I need it to. But don't worry, we'll get to that in a little bit after we finish the actual foundation. This is just our temporary little, I don't know, mishmash of blocks to throw in just so we can have an idea on what we're doing. The next step, I'm gonna say let's decide where we put our windows. So considering the insides that we haven't done anything to, uh, let's make this. We're gonna have this one be our little game room. So probably gonna have tinted glass here, small amount. I'll change this one to that. I don't know. We probably don't need that. Yeah. Okay, so the game room looks fine without the glass. This one, I'm not going to tolerate without glass. It's going to look amazing behind my office chair. That's going to have glass. We can have the entrance room have glass. Little opening. Our main hall, we can have a little bit of sunshine coming in from both ends if we want. How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I counted that definitely wrong. Like that, we can have some light coming in. If you want, it can be on both ends. I think I'm going to move this one closer to here. Make it be not as big. Small window there, small window to the bathroom. Change the size of this, hang on. Game room is fine. Don't want any ones. You don't want any near the stairs, that's for sure, because then it'll get a whole different level of freaking weird stuff. Um, Back here, I'm gonna make this a patio instead. I'm gonna have this be all glass, and I'll actually I could probably replace that with wood later, the fence, something like that, or it could just be open air. We'll decide later. That's our little patio. This one, I'm gonna have this one end here. So this is our end for this. I'm gonna have the roof go on. We'll have this a little slanted roof, just not right now, obviously. Yeah, that can be our slanted roof patio. I'm gonna have stairs going down if we want, or whatever. This looks good for a first floor. We don't really need anything else. You can add whatever, like I'm gonna add 2 more windows here, but this is all we really need. Now, for the next floor, if you want to do something crazy like I do, and I'm thinking I want to add a little bit here. I want to add a little bit of an extension so that there can be a little overhang here. I like those. I like the little overhangs. Make overhangs are fun. That's gonna be an entrance. Gotta make stairs. Don't forget about the stairs. I want to make them longer. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have our stairs, we're gonna start on our second floor. For this, they can be really any shape you want. You can make it as tall as you want, as short as you want, whatever. I mean, that's goes to say for the whole thing, but I'm going to see how some of this looks. And if I need to add the log there or not. I don't. I think it'll look fine. I am going to add it here, though. And it's important trying to not reuse a bunch of this, because if you have everything with an overhang, it's going to go a little bit repetitive, and you'll look at it and be like, this kind of looks off a little bit. So you just want to stick with the normal stuff. And sometimes, like I'm going to do here, you can add a little bit of a floating piece if you want. Temporary floating piece, obviously, but for this, I'm going to make it a little bit of an outhang. So I'm going to come out. You'll be able to see it come out. Orange. And I'm going to roof the rest of this office off. So that's going to be roofed on with another little slanted roof because it'll look hopefully good. We can help. And then come over here and nail it off. There. And we have our extra section. Having something like this is good so you can have a little bit more variety to the build. As I said earlier, you can't keep reusing stuff, and if you just make everything the same shape as the bottom floor, it'll look a little bit boring, won't it? Whoopsies. All right, now that we've done our second floor's little layout, You can see I've added a little bit. There's a little bit of an overhang here. I've pushed it in a little bit over here. That's mainly it. Trying to keep some of it the same. You want to make some of it different. Can have complete uniformity, but you don't want to have all of it look super wonky and different. I mean, you can, I guess. That's a style of build. But anywho, now that we've done all of this, we can sort of model a roof if you want. I'm gonna add a few more windows. Hang on a second. All right. So when you have finished your outside, and remember you can change anything. You can add as much as you want. You can add as little as you want. You can just be watching this for fun if you want. I don't really care. Um, when you're done with this, the second floor, I'd say it's a good time to start a little bit of a roof. So I'm gonna make it differently. These ones obviously, just so I can get a feel for what I want. So give me 1 second, and I'll try that out. All right, so now that I've done the roof, I've given it a little bit of overhang. I'm gonna make it look really nice. Um, I think after that we're basically done because we've gotten all our windows and all our walls done. So now is the time when we can start actually building it. But there's one thing I need to change. I did want to base it off of one of my other builds, so I am going to change or add one thing. I'm gonna see how copper would look with some of these blocks and if I should actually go with it or not. Let's go with these ones. All right, let's see. I've got an idea on how I could do this, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Having that all the way around the house, that could be good. And it incorporates the copper I wanted, so there. That's that. Alright, so that looks pretty good. So now, I'm going to add the copper to here. Pop that in. Now that I have all the blocks that I want, now that I have all the blocks I want, and I've planned out the build, I can actually start building it. So I'm gonna take a few minutes. I'm gonna replace all the stuff with their proper blocks, and I'll get back to it. All right, so now that we've finished the bottom half, not including the roof. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So what you have after you've textured it all, we're not done with the build yet, not quite yet. Um, it's looking pretty good. We have the foundation area, we have the walls textured nicely to show erosion through the bottom to the top, less close to the ground, it gets less gritty, dirty, etc. But yeah, progress check. Next up is the roof, which is going to be mostly copper slabs and a little bit of dark oak. We're gonna angle up the corners a bit with the dark oak, and we'll see how good it looks. Yeah. Well, as much as I'd love to continue, that's gonna have to be it since I'm basically out of time. It's been over an hour. Um, we got the exterior done, which is pretty good on its own. So, if you'd like to see more content, such as building the interior or designing the surrounding area, a little bit of terraforming, um, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that, the cringy stuff that people ask you to do. Um, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'll have more stuff soon, hopefully, if you really want to see it. There's more stuff in my previous videos category from years past, but that's gonna be it. I'll see you later. Bye.